welcome back. So today's video is going to be a wreath tutorial, and this should be fairly simple. Everything is from the Dollar Tree, so it's really inexpensive. I'm going to go show you what I'm going to be using, and then I'll get started with showing you what I'm going to be doing. So I am making this wreath for my mother-in-law for Mother's Day, and it's going to be really easy to do. So the first thing, but you don't have to, this doesn't have to be just for Mother's Day. You can also have it for spring or summer to hang on your door. It just depends, I guess, on what kind of flowers you want to put in it. You can use this, even do a fall theme when fall comes around and add fall flowers. Just whatever you want to do. But the first thing that I got here is the trellis that you get from the Dollar Tree. So I grabbed one of those. The next thing that I got are, I got 8 bunches of hydrangea flowers because this is the kind that I wanted to use. I'm not sure how many it's going to take. I don't know if it's going to take the whole 8 or just a few of them. As usual, in the description box of this video, I will tell everybody what materials I use. There will be a materials list, so that way you guys can refer down there. So I got 8 bunches. I just went ahead and got 2 of each color. So I got 2 of the purple hydrangeas. I also picked up 2 of the white hydrangeas, 2 of the pink hydrangeas, and then 2 of the blue hydrangeas. So not sure how many I'm going to use of those. Also, you're going to need some nautical rope, and this is the 13-foot nautical rope from the Dollar Tree. I am not sure how many I'm going to be needing. I'm hoping that 2 is enough because that's all I have. If it's not, then I'll have to run to the Dollar Tree to pick up some more, but I think it's going to be enough. So like I said, I'll let everybody know in the description how much I used. You'll also need some wire cutters. You'll need a pair of scissors, a hot glue gun, and some glue sticks. And also on the back of this, I am going to put a little piece of material to cover up the back side so that it doesn't scratch the door. So it doesn't matter what kind of material. I would really have liked to use burlap, but I only have little scraps of burlap to use. And this material, I mean, it matches. It's floral. It's pretty. So I went ahead and grabbed that one. And I'm going to use probably my rotary cutters to cut the material to fit the back of this. So I'm going to go ahead and get started and show you what you need to do. Okay, so I hope that you guys can see this. The first thing that I'm going to do is start off with this trellis here. I'm going to go ahead and cut off the tag. And then on the bottom here, they have these extra little, where you would put the trellis in the ground. We're going to cut that off. We don't need those. So I'm going to try, my wire cutters aren't the greatest. I may have to grab some of my husband's wire cutters are a little more heavy duty. Woo. Okay, got that one. It went shooting across the room. And then cut this other one here. Woo. All right. Got that cut off. All right, now that those are cut off, the next thing I'm going to do is really, really easy. I'm just taking the nautical rope, and what I'm going to do is I am going to start at this first top cross member right here, this crossbar, and I'm just going to measure out how much of this nautical rope that I need. I'm going to measure it out just from one end to the other here. Get that measured out, and then I'm just going to cut it. It doesn't have to be exact measurements because we're just going to go back through and trim up the nautical rope. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then all you're going to do is just hot glue the rope to the trellis. Really easy. Oops, I was all on my table. All right, so it's going to look like that. And you're just going to go down the whole length of the trellis with your nautical rope, just hot gluing it, just row after row. And see how the second part doesn't have the bar going across the center there? That's okay. We're just going to put the hot glue on the metal parts of the trellis. You don't want to hot glue your ropes together though, because we're going to be doing a basket weave. So we'll be coming back through with some more of the nautical rope and just weaving it in and out. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and continue down the length of the trellis, and then I'll come back and show you how to do the basket weave part. Okay, so now that I have the nautical rope going across, I just went all the way down to the bottom, and I ended up cutting off the little pieces of metal that were sticking out on the bottom. I went ahead and cut those two off also. So now I'm going to start to weave the nautical rope in. And I did run out of the 13-foot nautical rope and had to go to the Dollar Tree, and all they had was the 9.5 foot. I've noticed too on here that this nautical rope is a little bit thinner than the 13-foot for some reason. So anyway, I don't think it'll be that noticeable. So what I'm going to do is just weave some of this down through, and I'll show you here how I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and just measure off a piece, and it doesn't have to be exact because when we're done, we're going to trim it up. So I'll go ahead and cut this piece here. And to weave it through, you're just going to start, and you're just going to go every other one. You're just weaving the rope under one, and then over one, and then under the next one, and over the next one. It's just a weave, just under and over is all you're doing. I hope that you guys can see this. So see how I've woven it under one, and then over one, and then under one, and then over one. And you're just going to do that all the way through, all the way across. You can really weave this however you want. If you wanted to skip and weave over 2 and under 2, that's fine too. So whatever you want to do is totally up to you. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and continue to do this all the way through the whole entire wreath, and then I will come back and show you what we're going to do next. Okay, so this is what this should look like after you get all the basket weaving done. And what I did was I went around and I did, trimmed up the edges a little bit and added some of the nautical rope so to make it look a little bit neater. So I went ahead and did that. So the next thing I'm going to do is just attach my flowers. So what I've planned on doing is, I laid this out, and I don't think I'm going to need all 8 bunches, but I think I am going to be using 6. So all I'm doing is I'm going to take 2 of the same ones, flip this over so you guys can see it. I'm going to run this up under the front, come around to the back, and then I'm just going to kind of thread the flower stems down in between this crossbar here that goes around the middle. Try not to make it go through your basket weave part. So that's how I'm going to do it, and that's how it looks from the front. And I will go through and adjust and maybe bend some of the flowers to make it look more full. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll come back and show you guys what's next. Okay, so this is what it should look like on the back. I'm just going to go through and kind of secure it with some hot glue along the stems down here. And then we'll come back and I will show you how I'm going to attach the fabric on the back. So hang on just a minute. Okay guys, so I just wanted to show you the back of this. I ran into some technical difficulties, but I went ahead and put on the hot glued on some material on the back just to cover the back so it doesn't scratch the door. So that's what the back looks like. But I'm going to hang it up. I also hot glued a welcome sign. This was one of the from the Dollar Tree in the fall decor that they had. So I just hot glued that to the front. But I'm going to hang this on my door so you can see what it looks like. There it is. I think it turned out really good. I hope my mother-in-law likes it. Hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed already, please do. And I just want to thank you all for watching. Bye!